Glad you could join me. Thank you so much for joining me. Welcome to another one. I'm Derek Watts. So we're here, and I'm scheduling myself to pick up 4 wagons of logs to be delivered to Lucerne Sawmill. I think I got a couple staff doing this, or just a staff doing this now, but I'm doing it because kind of helping out as well, but also needed to continue to build up Salzburg. They need lumber, and I'm trying to think of the solid. I think it might be steel mill next after that did, but nonetheless, we're about ready to pick this up now. Go from there. Hopefully this should only be about a recording or two, a video or two anyway. We'll see here momentarily. Because I think it was like 33,000. Not too far. Just to get here by itself was about an additional 33,000, 34, something like that. So I could start this video. I had to do that last night, so I didn't do no recording because I wanted to try to get here before doing a recording. For some odd reason, I just had this thing about trying to focus and prepare myself for the next video, because this game it is a little bit complicated, even for me. So it's just kind of hard to, focus and get your thoughts in and things like that. So I usually use that time to kind of just travel back and still use some of my practicing skills to be able to do this. And with these not being contract, with this not being a contract, I am not on a time limit, but it's kind of, like you don't get the benefits of a contract to be able to have a time multiplier to get it there on time and things like that. So, as you can look and see here, any sawmill, just a $200 reward, nothing else more, nothing else less. I think it's like $50 per wagon, 100, yeah. I got 4 wagons, so it's 50 times 4. That should be, I think, 200. Yeah, that is 200. So, and I got 580 tons of weight on this train, so hopefully I should do okay without having to be stalling out on the hill because it's too heavy. So I hope everybody's day going pretty well so far. Of course, mine was long, frustrating as always, but I try to look forward to different things in life. So coming on here to do this recording this, always an amazing thing. It's nerve-wracking, but it's also an amazing thing at the same time to be able to do something completely different and just kind of talk a little bit. It's something that I don't normally do on a podcast that, takes a lot more time to prep. So this is a little bit, more of a luxury for me to be able to just talk about whatever comes to the heart, whatever comes to the mind. Even just talking about the game in itself. All right. So I'm kind of familiar with this route being down here, so I don't know 100% what all is going to be going on with this route. So the terrains, the hills, all that stuff. So I don't know what's going to happen. So I do have a lot more weight behind me. A lot more weight. So, I don't know. Just one of those things. These are going to be like repeated series just simply because I have to do these in repetitions. I can't just go and pick up 10 wagons of logs and expect to deliver them. It's not going to happen like that just simply because, one, I don't have a second locomotive behind me, and two, because it is a lot harder with the weight, because the weight is over like 1 ton, and I mean it's a lot of tons trying to pull wagons. So I know my limit is no more than 5, but in this in particular case, I'm telling you, this 4 can be somewhat hard even in itself. So, it's one of those things. I mean, they put a lot of work into this game, considering you can tell the difference between the horn inside the cabin and outside the cabin. You hear it inside the cabin, and then going outside, it's definitely a lot more louder. Kind of have to hear myself talk or speak up a little bit. Yeah, see, it's the back of the train. Yikes. Wasn't paying attention. Oh, it doesn't matter. If we come across any hills or inclines, I'll be curious to see how the train responds. Yeah, I think I do got a couple of employees out here helping me in this general southern area, kind of getting some city squared away here, at least to a level 2. There's a lot of work to do in this game. Once I get everybody at least to a level 2 down here, then I'll work somewhere else to start working on getting level 2 elsewhere. So just depends. I don't like that. Man, I like that. That's not too bad. Yeah, we're familiar with that. This right here I actually kind of like. It's so nice. We better make our turn now, so. There's no train coming, it's just proceeding with caution at this point. Dipping the track and derail the train. Oh, I didn't even think about that. Okay, that didn't do too bad. Now the Train Sims game, Train Sims 5, that game, there's a lot more work in that game for me to even just get the engine prepared or the locomotive prepared, the train prepared to get ready to go. In this game, you can just start and go. It's a lot easier, but going into Train Sims 5 is a whole different game right there. I'm going to do some gameplay on that, and I really want to, but I really need to kind of just take some time to study the mechanics and the fundamentals of the game. That's what I really need to do. But right now, this is like my wind down gameplay to kind of just relax into the night and get ready to go to bed here in a minute. And I'm on voluntary overtime, so I really want to try to get as much work done as I can. Try to catch up from employees missing days and etc. and all that. So I'm just trying to catch up and get some things done, but things, to be honest, don't look too promising. But it's what it is. Most you can do is just keep on going and do what you have to do. But nonetheless, thank you for your support. It's greatly appreciated. I recently just started putting out Madden content again on Shorts, and got some pretty decent views on that. So I'm very thankful for that. Anyway, I'm just very thankful for that, because it's nothing like getting on and seeing that, especially after a bad day. It was really good to see that. So I'm just, eternally grateful for that. Of course, the goal is to always get back to the community once I get things built up here at Daryl and I. Definitely give it back to the community in ways that we can do our best in. But hit that like button, subscribe to the channel for more content like this. I believe Daryl's going to do a new gameplay soon. I'm sure he'll probably make an announcement. If not, I will, of course, as I'm commentating my games. I'll probably be the one to make the announcement on what he's planning on doing. So, going to be some pretty decent things that we want to try to do at the same time. Okay, so far it's not as difficult with this route. It's not that difficult so far, so that's not too bad. So far, anyway. Might speak too soon, but, oh wait, this is going the other way, so I don't think this one is as bad. It's going towards Salzburg is when it's the complications. See, I'm going up towards Lucerne up here towards Bern. Bern is also a difficult route too, depending on where you're going. But I'm not going this way up towards Salzburg. See, this Salzburg is very complicated. All this right here, this is just complicated. But I'm actually going the opposite way, so this should be an easier route. Yeah. It's been an easier route. Don't look like anything that's too bad. See, the challenge is to get these logs over here, so you'll probably see some repeated videos for the next couple of days of this while the production is being worked on to turn this into lumber, and then I'll come back and get it. Meanwhile, while it's in production, I'll continue the livestock ordeal. I bring livestock to the Salzburg food processing plant or center and be done with it. Okay, we got terrain or hill incline. Come on, baby. It's starting to slow down and the wheel's starting to slip. Okay, we good. I don't even know which side that's on. I don't want to keep hitting these obstacles and it keeps ruining my headlight, even though it's not a big deal, but I just prefer not to do that. Try to stay away from that. Got 10 employees, so they're giving me some very good revenue with their what I did was assign them some very short routes to do by helping build up certain plants and factories and things like that. And because they're so short and it's within their limit without having to rest so much, they're making a pretty decent some decent revenue for me anyway. For me, I'm kind of just doing these little bit of a long distance ones, but also upgrading the city as well for each of the ones on this map. But nonetheless, they'll definitely be helping. Some of them are actually kind of helping now with upgrading certain cities. Man, so I got about 11,000 left. I don't know if they call them meters or if it's 11,000 miles. I'm not sure. But of course, in the U.S., we call them miles. So I'm just going to call this miles until, I better educate myself on that. But we're at that 10,000 mark now. And we're about to really hit this 20-minute limit. So again, I just want to take a minute. Thank you guys for watching. We're going to be back on the back end of this. But we just need to, of course, do a quick reset to restart this video. Try to keep these under 20 minutes so they're not so long and dull and boring and everything else. So just thank you again for your support. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We're going to take a brief break here and we'll come back on the other side and finish up this trip. I shall return.